Welcome, curious minds, to a journey into the surprisingly complex and utterly hilarious world of camels. We've all seen the viral videos or heard the stories. A camel, seemingly out of nowhere, lets loose a projectile of, well, stuff. But why do they do it? Is it just a quirky defense mechanism, or is there more to this desert-dwelling drama than meets the eye? Today, we're dissecting the biological triggers behind their infamous spitting and belching, analyzing the accuracy of these unwelcomed attacks, and figuring out if camels are just doing it for kicks or if there's a deeper, more strategic reason behind their seemingly disgusting displays. Get ready to have your scientific curiosity piqued and maybe, just maybe, feel a little grossed out. First things first, to understand a camel's unique digestive talents, we need to know what kind of animal we're dealing with. Camels are what we call ruminants. Think cows, sheep, and goats, they're all part of this exclusive club. What makes a ruminant special? It's all about their stomach, or rather, their stomachs. Unlike humans with our single stomach, ruminants have a multi-chambered digestive system designed to break down tough plant material, like the fibrous shrubs and grasses found in arid environments. This digestive superpower is the foundational biological trigger for both their remarkable belches and their infamous spit. It's truly a marvel of evolutionary adaptation. So, how exactly does this multi-chambered stomach work? For camels, it typically consists of 3 or 4 chambers: the rumen, reticulum, omasum, and abomasum. When a camel first swallows its food, it goes into the largest chamber, the rumen. This is where the magic, and a lot of the disgusting science, begins. The rumen acts like a giant fermentation vat, teeming with microorganisms that break down cellulose, a tough carbohydrate that most animals can't digest. This specialized system is what allows camels to thrive on a diet that would starve many other creatures, and it's the primary biological trigger for the subsequent regurgitation and gas production we're here to talk about. Let's zoom in on the rumen. This isn't just a holding tank, it's a bustling microbial factory. Billions of bacteria, fungi, and protozoa work tirelessly, fermenting the ingested plant material. This fermentation process is crucial for extracting nutrients, but it also has a significant byproduct, gas, primarily methane. This gas needs to be expelled, and that's where belching comes in. Without regular belching, the gas would build up, leading to discomfort and even serious health issues for the camel. So, while it might seem rude to us, belching is a vital biological function for ruminants, a necessary release from their unique digestive process. It's truly a marvel of natural engineering. Now, let's tackle the main event, the spit. Unlike human spitting, which is primarily saliva, camel spit is a much more substantial affair. It's actually regurgitated stomach contents. Yes, you heard that right. We're talking about partially digested food, mixed with digestive fluids, saliva, and sometimes even a bit of stomach acid. It's essentially cud that's been brought back up from the rumen, but instead of re-chewing it, the camel expels it with force. This makes it not only messy but also foul-smelling, precisely the combination designed to be an effective deterrent. Understanding this content is key to grasping the biological triggers and the true impact of their defense mechanism. How does this gross-out projectile make its grand exit? The process of regurgitation is quite intricate. After the initial chewing and swallowing, food enters the rumen. Later, the camel contracts its abdominal muscles and diaphragm, relaxing the sphincter at the base of the esophagus. This creates a pressure difference that forces the contents of the rumen back up into the mouth. Normally, this cud is re-chewed to further break down the plant material before being re-swallowed into the next stomach chambers. But when a camel feels threatened, this sophisticated digestive process is hijacked and repurposed. Instead of being re-chewed, the cud is weaponized, highlighting a crucial biological trigger. While spitting often grabs the headlines, belching is an equally important, if less dramatic, biological function for camels. The constant microbial fermentation in the rumen produces significant amounts of methane and carbon dioxide. If these gases aren't released, they can cause bloat, a painful and potentially fatal condition. So, belching is a non-negotiable part of camel health. However, belching isn't always just for gas relief. When a camel feels stressed or threatened, the frequency and intensity of its belches can increase, often preceding a spit attack. This makes belching another biological trigger, signaling irritation or impending defense. It's a key part of their communication toolkit. So, what's the ultimate biological trigger for a camel to launch its offensive spit? It all boils down to stress or a perceived threat. When a camel feels cornered, annoyed, or startled, its body kicks into a fight or flight response. This isn't just an emotional reaction, it's a physiological cascade orchestrated by the sympathetic nervous system. The regurgitation mechanism, usually reserved for diligent cud chewing, is co-opted for defense. The foul smell and unpleasant texture of the spit are designed to be immediate deterrents, creating distance and discouraging further interaction. It's a visceral, no-nonsense warning shot, proving that their disgusting behavior is rooted in survival. Let's get a bit more scientific about that fight or flight response. The sympathetic nervous system is a branch of our autonomic nervous system responsible for preparing the body for stressful situations. In camels, when activated, it can increase heart rate, redirect blood flow, and, importantly for our discussion, trigger specific muscular contractions that facilitate the swift regurgitation and expulsion of stomach contents. This isn't a conscious decision for the camel to be gross, it's an automatic, hardwired biological response to protect itself. Understanding this neurological link clarifies the true biological triggers behind their defensive spitting, showing it's a deeply ingrained survival mechanism, not just a random act. You might wonder, do camels just spit out of the blue? Not usually. Like many animals, camels give clear warning signs before they unleash their gooey projectile. Look out for puffed cheeks, which indicate they're gathering their ammunition. You'll also often hear gurgling noises as the stomach contents are drawn up. Flattened ears are another common signal of agitation or anger. Paying attention to these cues can save you from a nasty surprise. These signals are part of their communicative toolkit, demonstrating that even their disgusting defenses are preceded by clear, biologically driven warnings. It's their way of saying, back off, before things get really messy. Now for the burning question, how accurate are these spit attacks? Surprisingly, quite accurate. Camels can aim their regurgitated projectile with surprising precision, often hitting targets up to 10 feet away. It's not usually a focused, high-velocity stream like a water jet, rather, it's more of a forceful spray or an unpleasant splattering. The goal isn't necessarily to inflict physical harm, but to create a wide, malodorous mess that is profoundly unpleasant. This allows the camel to deter a perceived threat without engaging in a full-blown physical confrontation. The accuracy ensures the deterrent effect is achieved, reinforcing its effectiveness as a primary defense mechanism. So, what's the actual purpose of this surprisingly accurate, disgusting projectile? It's primarily a deterrent. Imagine being covered in a warm, foul-smelling, chunky liquid. Your immediate reaction would likely be to back away, right? That's precisely the effect the camel is going for. The spit creates an immediate, repulsive barrier, buying the camel time and space, and discouraging further advances from a perceived threat, whether that's another animal or an annoying human. It's a highly effective way to de-escalate a situation without needing to resort to biting or kicking, which could be more dangerous for both parties. It serves its defensive biological trigger perfectly. Here's where it gets really interesting, and where we start to answer the why for entertainment angle. While spitting is certainly a defense mechanism, it's not only used when a camel feels directly threatened by a predator. Camels are highly social animals, and their spit plays a crucial role in their internal communication. It's a tool for establishing dominance, expressing displeasure, and even resolving disputes within the herd. So, while it may seem like they're doing it for entertainment from a human perspective, they're actually engaging in complex social signaling. This is where the line between defense and communication blurs, revealing a sophisticated use of a seemingly disgusting act. Within a camel herd, a clear social hierarchy is essential for maintaining order and minimizing constant squabbles. Spitting is a key tool in establishing and maintaining this pecking order. A dominant camel might spit at a subordinate one to assert its authority, claim a prime grazing spot, or simply reinforce its position. The recipient usually gets the message loud and clear, retreating without a physical fight. This prevents more dangerous conflicts and helps maintain group cohesion. So, what looks like a rude, entertaining act to us is actually a sophisticated, low-risk way for camels to manage their social dynamics and avoid escalation. It's all about functional communication. Just like many animals, camels are territorial. They need to protect their resources, like grazing areas and water sources, from rivals. Spitting serves as a highly effective, non-lethal way to assert territorial boundaries. If another camel encroaches on a preferred spot, a warning spit can be enough to make them reconsider. It's a clear signal, "This is my space, stay away." This usage highlights how spitting acts as an extension of their biological triggers for self-preservation, applied not just to direct physical threats, but to the broader concept of resource protection. It saves energy and avoids injury, making it an efficient strategy. The mating season brings out some of the most dramatic spitting displays. Male camels, especially during the rut, use spitting to establish dominance over rivals and to attract females. A male might spit vigorously at another male to challenge his authority, or even at a reluctant female to show his interest and assert his presence. While it might seem counterintuitive to woo someone with a mouthful of regurgitated cud, in the camel world, it's a powerful display of strength and resolve. This entertaining yet aggressive behavior is a critical part of their reproductive biology, showing how even their most disgusting acts serve important functions. Beyond their natural instincts, camels can also develop learned spitting behaviors, especially in interactions with humans. If a camel discovers that spitting at a human results in them backing away, or perhaps even getting a treat to stop the behavior, they might learn to use it more frequently. This isn't about conscious malice, but rather operant conditioning. They associate spitting with a desired outcome. This explains why some camels in tourist areas might seem to spit for entertainment or out of sheer annoyance at being teased. It's not true entertainment for them, but a learned, effective strategy to manage human interaction based on past biological triggers and outcomes. So, do camels really spit for entertainment? From our human perspective, it might look that way, a mischievous gleam in their eye, a seemingly unprovoked attack. But the science tells us otherwise. For a camel, every spit, every belch, serves a functional purpose, whether it's direct defense, social communication, or maintaining herd hierarchy. There's no evidence that camels derive amusement from grossing out other creatures. Instead, their actions are driven by instinct, biology, and learned responses. The entertainment we perceive is actually a sophisticated, though unappetizing, suite of tools designed for survival and social cohesion in the harsh desert environment. Just like spitting, belching, while primarily a digestive necessity, can also take on social significance. An aggressive, louder belch might serve as a warning, especially when paired with other agitated behaviors. While not as direct or messy as spitting, increased belching can be a subtle biological trigger and a precursor to more aggressive actions. It's a low-energy signal that communicates discomfort or agitation to nearby animals. So, even something as mundane as expelling gas has layers of meaning in the complex social world of camels, proving that seemingly simple biological processes can be repurposed for intricate communication. Ultimately, the spitting and belching behaviors of camels are prime examples of evolutionary adaptation. In their harsh desert environments, energy conservation and effective communication are paramount. Spitting allows them to deter threats without engaging in physically demanding or dangerous fights. Belching is vital for their unique digestion. Both, when used socially, help maintain order and reduce conflict within the herd. These disgusting defense mechanisms are highly efficient, biologically driven solutions to the challenges of survival and social living. They're not just random acts, they're finely tuned tools honed by millennia of natural selection. So there you have it. The next time you see a camel spit or belch, you'll know it's not just a random act of grossness. It's a complex interplay of biological triggers, their unique ruminant digestion, their stress response, and their need for effective social communication. We've seen how accurate their spray can be, and how it serves as a powerful deterrent. And while it might seem like they're doing it for entertainment, it's truly a functional, evolutionary advantage that helps them survive and thrive in one of the toughest environments on Earth. Understanding these fascinating creatures helps us appreciate the intricate science behind even the most disgusting animal behaviors. Thanks for joining us on this wild, weird, and wonderful journey.